So what do you do if you regret your abortion? Normally, the majority of women do not regret their abortions at all. The majority of women are able to look back on the decision they made, they understand why they made it, and they're able to make peace with that. There's a smaller portion of people that do regret their abortions, and usually that's based on a few factors. For some people that regret their abortions, they made the decision based on other people. Maybe their partner really didn't want a child right now and pushed them or asked them to have their abortion. Maybe their parents wouldn't have accepted that they had a baby without being married. Whatever it is, the support to have, the decision to have the abortion came from the outside and came from outside people. The other instance where someone may regret her abortion is when she made the decision based on logical reasoning that didn't match up with her heart and didn't match up with her womb space. In the section on making the choice, we did an exercise to try to connect the mind, the heart, and the womb, and try to feel into the different thinking of all three of these aspects of ourselves. And that can be a really useful exercise in order to get into the thinking of each. And when the three parts of the thinking are not aligned, regret definitely can happen. Now, what to do if you're in that percentage of people that does regret their abortion decision? What do you do after? That can be really complicated. There aren't a lot of resources and services available to people that regret their abortion. There's just nothing that can really be done. It's something that happened in one's past that really can't be taken back. You can't put the baby back in. Of course, one can decide to have other children, and sometimes the existence of other children can help to fill that hole of regret. And sometimes the regret just takes time to lessen and time to heal. Sometimes the regret can be quite persistent and can be something that can last in one's life. And again, I think it's really important here to separate this feeling of regret. Is this feeling of regret, is it shame? Is it grief? Is it attached to the feeling that you've done something wrong or bad? Or is it really regret? Because regret is something that I would posit more of, you regret that you had the abortion because you wish that you had the baby present. And that's not associated to any kind of shame or religious attitudes or anything else that's this outside pressure coming in. It's this deep feeling within the heart and within the womb that says you really did want this baby. And that's something different from what your head was telling you. Grief and shame are another beast. That's where you can feel somehow tainted or damaged or somehow made different by this abortion experience, where then you somehow are no longer clean or you're no longer worthy. And I think those feelings come a lot from outside perceptions of what it means to be whole and what it means to be part of the feminine in this lifetime. And you really have to ask yourself deep, where are these feelings coming from? And why are these feelings so present inside of me? And really come into understanding with that. There are some resources. There are some counselors and some coaches that specialize on post-abortion counseling. There's also a few talk lines, and I'll put links to them on the After Abortion page, but they're called Exhale, and there's another one I think called Backline in the US that can help you work through a lot of your emotions if you do need to talk to someone. That can really help you work through your emotions if you really need to talk to someone. If you do have a good friend who's really adept at listening, it might be good to really work through a lot of your emotions and feelings with that good friend. But be warned, not everyone in your life will be equipped to listening and fully hearing how you feel after your abortion. Even people that really supported you through the abortion experience may not know how to handle regret, grief, or shame after your abortion. The people in your life will want you to just get over it and go back to how you were before. And if you're really struggling with this and struggling to go back to where you were before, it may be a tall order. For feeling a lot of feelings after your abortion, sometimes it can be like a wave. It can go up and down. Some days you're feeling great, you're feeling very healed, everything is feeling very, very whole and integrated. And other days it just goes down. Maybe other days all you do is see brand new babies all around you. It seems like Instagram is just full of pregnant and birthing women, or all of your friends are suddenly pregnant except for you. It can be a very difficult period right after your abortion. And so finding ways, again, to really fill this with healthy food, with healthy practices, spend your time around really healthy people, and maybe also a lot of time alone, just really centering and organizing yourself, allowing yourself time to cry, really just letting the feelings when they come to you to be present with them, and to the best of your ability, work through them. Again, this process can take a very short time or a very long time. Each of our healing experiences is very different with this. And feeling a lot of guilt and shame or regret after your abortion is very, very difficult. And my heart goes out to you if you're experiencing this. And truly, it's one of the last frontiers. There's really not a lot of resources available. And I'm just sending you so much love and so much healing, however long this process takes you. So much love for joining me on this journey. Thank you.